We left Twilight alone with Shadowlock, finally having a chance to talk. But before that, take a look at his epic cover of this issue. It shows peak artistry. Now, Twilight confronts him. The history he is trying to erase is important. Those are lessons from the past. Even the great darkness he is trying to prevent. He can either talk or deal with Twilight and his tale forever. Meanwhile, her friends are inside the exhibits. Pinky and AJ are meeting some cave ponies. Rarity and RD are in a daring do-like temple. And Spike and Fluttershy are faced by some dragon-slaying knights. Unfortunate for Spike, who immediately gets attacked. And he tries to run away through the door, but it's no exit, just a stone wall. Before they can think more, a bigger dragon shows up and starts a raging inferno. In ancient Egypt, Rarity and RD theorize on what happened, comparing it to the time they were pulled into a comic. Until the mummy appears between all the witches. They try to flee, but again, no exit, nowhere to run. Twilight is still with Shadowlock, asking him why he wants to erase history, and he actually explains. A while ago, he explored his family's old castle he was living in, cleaning the attic, and up there, he found an old family secret, the story of his ancestor, a monster, an ancient evil, a darkness that threatened Equestria. After that discovery, he started fearing for his fate. What if he would become just like his ancestor? He felt like he couldn't escape, so he started to do the only thing he could think of. Study how to erase history. He could make sure that this darkness would stay gone forever, through making everyone forget. He has lost track of how many books he erased, because even he forgets their contents through his magic. But it's what he has to do. Inside the exhibits, RD tries to defeat the mummy, removing all her bandages, to reveal Cleopatra. And she is not pleased by their behavior, calling the guards on them. Pinky and AJ try to communicate with the cave ponies, but only make them more angry. They run, but seem to be running in circles, so Pinky decides to have some fun while they are there. Around Spike and Flutters, the inferno is ongoing. But Fluttershy did this before. She confronts the dragon. Why would he attack the ponies? And he doesn't really know why the feud he has been living on even started. This is also Fluttershy's idea for getting out of it. Back to Rarity and RD, who talk with Cleopatra, and they explain to her why she was wrapped in bandages. Apparently, the ponies in the exhibits only know what was written on the display. This gives them the idea to change things up so much until the story pushes them out. And it works. They combine their power to wrap them up into a stylish and out-of-place clothing, which was so far ahead of time that the story pushes them away. Same works for Flutters and Spike, who unite the dragons and ponies around 1,000 years earlier than usual. Even Pinky and AJ got out by showing the cave ponies a party cannon. Something out of place got them out of there. While Twilight gives her thoughts to Shadowlock, erasing the past won't help. It may inspire new evils, but more than that, it will help others learn from the past. History teaches us about the past, so that we don't repeat mistakes, and that should evil return, which it always does, then it shows us how to handle said evil. The history of how to stop the danger is what's important. But Shadowlock doesn't remember. He spent so much time erasing everything about his ancestor that he even erased how he was defeated. Something you should never forget. But despite that realization, Twilight catches him stealing something. Before I can explain, the rest of our heroes storms in, telling Twilight about what he did to them. But they did get out in a way not even Shadowlock expected, which proves Twilight's point. You have to learn from others to understand. He sees that now. He was so scared of the darkness that he didn't see the consequences. His journey is changing. Instead of erasing the records, he will gather them, to learn how his ancestor turned evil, and how to stop it. He leaves, and so do our heroes, and all of them now have something to take care of. When Twilight suddenly realizes that she never got the name of the villain Shadowlock was trying to erase. Dashi brushes it off. He has been gone for like 1,000 years. What can he do? At the same time, an antiquities shop discovers something all too familiar. An old book. Starswell's journal. The ancestor was Stygian, who became the Pony of Shadows. Which we already knew, of course, but it's still a good setup. This is where the story ends and the Season 7 finale starts. And this storyline has been great. It has shown us so much, despite having the pretty simple message of learning from the past. It also fixed a plot hole in Season 7, why nobody knew of the Pony of Shadows. Something like that would have been recorded. And it did. It was just mostly erased from books, and through that, from Pony's memories. We all know Shadowlock's quest was misguided, but that doesn't change his powers and conviction. He studied and acquired these powers. meaning anybody could learn them, which is another danger he would have realized at some point and fought to erase. His quest would never have stopped, because there's always more danger to face. It was also fun to see this blast from the past. Cleopatra, whose time we visited with Discord once, the time of knights and dragons, ancient Canterlot, and even cave ponies. Taking a look into how ponies have evolved, and using the future knowledge to free themselves. A beautiful example of learning and evolving. But what about you? What is the most important thing you learned from the past? What do you think of Shadowlock, now that you know his full story? Let me know. Join my Discord if you want to discuss some more. Thanks to my supporters, especially to Maverick. And until next time, fellow bronies, fellas, and bye.